Welcome to the DIY Honda Garage channel. The DTC P2659 indicates a high voltage condition in the rocker arm oil control solenoid A circuit for Bank 2 of the Honda Pilot, produced between 2016 and 2022. This diagnostic trouble code is crucial for ensuring proper engine performance and efficiency. The rocker arm oil control solenoid plays a vital role in controlling the timing of oil flow to the rocker arms, which is essential for variable valve timing (VVT) operation. This solenoid aids in regulating engine performance by optimizing the valve timing according to various driving conditions. A malfunctioning rocker arm oil control solenoid can lead to decreased engine efficiency, increased emissions, and potential engine damage. Understanding this DTC and carrying out the necessary troubleshooting steps is critical for restoring optimal vehicle performance. The P2659 DTC directly relates to the rocker arm oil control solenoid A circuit on Bank 2. This component is responsible for regulating oil flow to the rocker arms, which is essential for the variable valve timing system's optimal operation. If there is a high voltage condition in this circuit, it may indicate an electrical short or a failure within the solenoid itself. The rocker arm oil control solenoid A is typically located close to the engine head, making it accessible for inspection and testing. Given its critical role in managing oil flow and ensuring that the engine operates efficiently, any issues identified by this DTC should be addressed promptly to prevent long-term damage. Several potential causes can lead to the P2659 DTC being triggered. A faulty rocker arm oil control solenoid is a primary suspect. If it fails to operate correctly, it can create a high voltage condition in the circuit. Additionally, a blown fuse, specifically the C7 fuse, can disrupt the circuit's integrity and lead to high voltage readings. Wiring issues such as shorts or disconnected wires can also contribute to abnormal voltage levels in the system. Understanding these causes is essential for narrowing down the malfunction and conducting effective troubleshooting. Each of these elements needs to be thoroughly checked to accurately identify the root cause of the high voltage condition. When the P2659 DTC is present, several symptoms may manifest, indicating that the vehicle is experiencing issues. The most noticeable symptom is the illumination of the check engine light on the dashboard, alerting the driver to a potential problem. Along with this warning light, poor engine performance may become apparent, characterized by sluggish acceleration and irregular engine operation. Increased emissions can also be observed, as a malfunctioning rocker arm oil control solenoid can negatively impact the combustion process. Drivers may also experience changes in engine noise due to ineffective oil flow in the rocker arms, affecting the VVT system's efficiency. Timely diagnostics and repairs are essential to mitigate these symptoms and restore optimal vehicle function. The first troubleshooting step involves checking the status of Diagnostic Trouble Codes, DTCs, using the Honda Diagnostic System, HDS. To begin, the vehicle's ignition should be turned to the on mode without starting the engine. This action powers the vehicle's diagnostic systems, allowing the technician to check for both pending and confirmed DTCs. It's crucial to look specifically for DTC P2659, along with any other related codes that may indicate simultaneous issues in the engine control module. Identifying whether codes like P0102 and P2649 are present is key, as the diagnostic process may differ based on their presence. The HDS provides valuable data that helps pinpoint the source of the problem and guides further troubleshooting steps effectively. The next step in the troubleshooting process involves checking the fuse associated with the rocker arm oil control solenoid circuit, specifically fuse number C7 rated at 15 amps. To do this, the vehicle should first be turned off or to the lock mode. This ensures safety and prevents any electrical malfunctions during the inspection. The C7 fuse is located in the under-dash fuse/relay box, making it accessible for examination. If the fuse appears intact, the troubleshooting can proceed to the next step. However, if it is blown, replacing it is essential. Additionally, further investigation is required to identify potential shorts in the IG1 ACG/IG1 VB solar or the exhaust gas recirculation circuits. If these circuits are confirmed operational, a known good powertrain control module, PCM, should be installed as a precaution. After addressing the fuse check, the next step is to verify the problem by clearing the DTC using the HDS. The vehicle should be turned back to the on mode, and the technician will clear the existing DTCs from the system. Once cleared, starting the engine is necessary to observe its behavior. The engine needs to be held at an elevated speed, specifically at 3,000 RPM without load, until the radiator fan is activated, followed by allowing the engine to idle. This process aids in simulating conditions that may have previously triggered the DTC. After the engine runs under these conditions, another check for DTCs with the HDS will determine if the initial P2659 DTC reappears. If it does, the failure is confirmed, and the next step in the diagnostic procedure can then be undertaken. For the fourth step in the troubleshooting process, an internal resistance check of the rocker arm oil control solenoid A, bank 2, is essential. The vehicle should be turned to off or lock mode to ensure safety prior to disconnecting the solenoid connector. Following this, the technician will need to measure the resistance between designated test points at the solenoid. Specifically, the resistance should be measured across the solenoid's terminals with the solenoid disconnected. At room temperature, a resistance reading between 14 and 30 ohms signifies that the solenoid is functioning correctly. If the resistance falls outside this acceptable range, it indicates a failure of the rocker arm oil control valve, necessitating its replacement. This step is critical as it confirms the integrity of the solenoid's internal wiring and coil. In troubleshooting step 5, the technician is required to perform an open wire check on the VTSB2 PG line. This process begins with the vehicle in off mode and the rocker arm oil control solenoid A, bank 2 connector remaining disconnected. The continuity between the designated test points must be checked to ensure that the PG wire is intact. Establishing continuity indicates that the wire connecting the solenoid to the body ground is functioning correctly. If continuity is confirmed, the wiring integrity is assured, and the technician can move on to the next step. Conversely, if continuity is not present, there may be an open circuit, which necessitates repairs in the wiring between the rocker arm oil control solenoid A, bank 2, and ground point G101 to restore proper electrical function. The final step in the troubleshooting process involves checking the continuity of the VTSB2 line. The technician should begin by jumping the SCS line with the HDS, allowing more than 1 minute for the systems to stabilize. Following this, the connector to the powertrain control module, PCM, should be disconnected. This step is vital because it isolates the PCM from the rest of the vehicle's control systems, allowing for a more accurate continuity assessment. Continuity must then be checked between test points on the rocker arm oil control solenoid A and the PCM connector. A lack of continuity indicates that there is an open in the wiring between the PCM and the solenoid, which requires immediate repairs. On the other hand, if continuity is confirmed, the technician should review any service bulletins relevant to the DTC and consider substituting a known good PCM if troubleshooting indicates. Once all previous troubleshooting steps are completed and appropriate repairs are made. A final verification is essential to ensure the issues have been resolved. The technician should conduct a test drive of the vehicle to assess its operational integrity and performance under normal driving conditions. After the test drive, it's vital to check the vehicle's diagnostic systems again for any lingering or new DTCs. Successful completion of the test drive without the reappearing P2659 DTC confirms that the repairs were effective. This verification step is crucial as it reaffirms that the systems are operating as intended and that the previous high-voltage condition in the rocker arm oil control solenoid circuit has been rectified. Preventive maintenance is an important aspect of vehicle ownership that can help avoid DTCs like P2659 in the future. Routine inspections of the rocker arm oil control solenoid and its associated wiring should be part of regular vehicle maintenance. Checking wiring harnesses for signs of wear, fraying, or corrosion at connection points is essential to maintaining electrical integrity. Regularly monitoring fluid levels, especially oil, also ensures that the VVT system operates optimally. By proactively addressing these components, vehicle owners can enhance overall engine performance, reduce the likelihood of DTC occurrences, and prolong the lifespan of critical engine components. Employing a scheduled maintenance routine helps keep the overall vehicle health in check and minimizes unexpected issues. In conclusion, DTC P2659 highlights an important issue related to the rocker arm oil control solenoid A circuit on bank 2 that requires immediate diagnostic attention. Following the outlined troubleshooting steps is vital for accurately identifying the root cause of the high voltage condition. Each step builds upon the previous one, ensuring that no aspect of the circuit is overlooked. Preventive maintenance plays a crucial role in mitigating future occurrences, thus enhancing the longevity and performance of the vehicle. By being proactive and understanding these diagnostic processes, vehicle owners can ensure their Honda Pilot remains in top condition while optimizing its fuel efficiency and performance. Please like and subscribe to the channel. See you next time.